Well, good evening. Any wingnuts hanging out around here tonight? Yeah, this is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, looking for any wingnuts or anybody else, really. All right, hearing nobody, I guess I will go and spin the VFO. Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, clear. All right, here we go. Let's go down to 7,200. This ought to be fun. This is the CB frequency of ham radio here.
Oh, no, man, turning this shit off.
Yeah, boy, at least I don't have too many people watching on YouTube yet. Oh, we got country music night on 7,200. Very cool. But to all the good operators, good evening. Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra.
Man, it sounds like we got 5 other bands going on.
Looks like I found Sesame Street.
Hello. Hey, Phil, what's going on? Oh, nothing, man. It's in here. God. Oh, yeah, I do the same thing. I cut them into like 1-inch pieces, and I throw them in there. First, I'll cook the potatoes till they're all.
Two positions, which to tune the antenna, and then I saw the FT991 would actually,
We'll get that in the mail for you tomorrow.
Yeah, we've already found our way back up here to 7,230. Any wingnuts hanging out yet? A bit noisy on the band. This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, down here in southeast Missouri, kind of just looking for wingnuts or any intelligent life form, actually.
QRZ from N5JDB.
Oh, good evening, sir. How are you?
Good evening. I didn't catch the call, but I did hear you fishing around for any intelligent life form, and I'm trying to qualify. Name here is Jim, November 5, Juliet Delta Bravo. I'm located in southwest Louisiana, near Lake Charles.
Well, good evening to you, sir. My name is Matt. Mike Alpha Tango Tango. My call sign is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Our America Sugar. And I am up here in southeast Missouri. And yeah, I was just cruising through here looking for wingnuts. They hang out here from time to time. Didn't hear any of them, so I thought I'd throw a call out and see if I could get anybody, Roger.
Roger, Matt. Well, you've got a great signal into southwest Louisiana here. I wasn't looking at the meter, but I think you were solid S9 probably. I just wrapped up or just got off of the Snowbirds net up at 7233 and happened to have the rig still turned on. Heard you in there. So I thought I would get back to you.
All right, man. Well, very good. I'm glad you did. A little bit noisy, man. We still got some static crashes on my end down here tonight. That storm ain't moved far enough off yet, I reckon. Roger?
Yeah, Roger. And to give you a signal report, you hear 20 over 9. 20 over here. And I'm kind of surprised and pleased. I'm actually just operating into a ham stick. I've got a ham stick stuck up on top of a metal roof over a little patio area, and my real antennas have all fallen down. We had some storm situation, lost some trees a little while back, and so I'm on sort of temporary antenna set up. I have a ham stick stuck on the metal roof there, and yours is blowing in here. Actually, I've been real pleased with this ham stick on the net and everything. You see, it works wonders, actually. How's the signal report on that end, Matt? This is M5KDB.
I got you 10 over S9. I got about 8 S units of noise, but you're coming right over it, man. We got hit with a tornado about 3-4 weeks ago, and I didn't take a direct hit here at the QTH, but it did take about 100-mile-an-hour wind, so a couple of my antennas suffered. Not this one, but my 10-meter vertical, I lost my loop, and, well, I didn't lose it. Just some of the trees it was tied to went over. I lost one of my slopers. So we'll get out there. We'll get it fixed sometime this spring, Roger. And, yeah, like I said, your signal, you're about 10 over S9.
Okay, thank you, Matt. Well, I think we share a little history there on our bad luck with antennas. I was running a long wire for quite a while, and the tree that it was in took a lightning strike, and that actually did knock out my amplifier that I had here. And then we decided we had to cut that tree down. It was damaged badly enough that we couldn't leave it up there. And then I had been operating with a multi-band vertical here, the AV640 high gain, and I had it on an aluminum mast, aluminum rigid conduit mast, and we had a bunch of high winds over the last several weeks, actually. We've had some very windy weather down here, and the aluminum conduit actually broke. It sheared off in the wind, and that whole that antenna came down, and it's all busted up. So I've got my ham stick on the patio roof, and I've got a 40-meter dipole strung along the top of a wooden fence. It's about 6 feet off the ground, and that's all I'm operating with right now. So I'm actually I'm on pretty much 40 meters only, and I've been really surprised at how well the ham stick's getting out, how well it's hearing. Over.
All right. Well, it's doing a great job, man. Doing a great job. You can only work with the tools you got to work with. That loop I only use on 160. I got an antenna for every band, and well, I do have a tuner. I could probably tune this antenna or my 80 to anywhere I want, but I don't usually do that. So I'm off 160 till I fix that, and a 12 or 15. I can't remember. That one came down. I don't get on there much, but we still got 10. What we got? We got 6 meters. That's never opened much. We're still good for 10, 20, 40, 80, and 17. So we got enough places to go, QSL.
Roger, Matt. What antenna you say you're operating now?
This one is an inverted V, a 40-meter inverted V, just a homebrew, 1-to-1 air balun. Just cut the wire until she works, Roger.
Okay, how high up is that feed point on that?
The balun for the V is up there at about 45 feet, and then she tapers down. QSL?
QSL. Well, I'm just about ready to get another long wire up. Got another tree that's farther away than the one I was running to, and I'm going to try to get about 136-foot long wire up there, which from what I've seen in my calculations and all, that should be good for most all of the HS bands with a good tuner. And I do have I've got an Elecraft Cat 500 tuner here, so I'm pretty excited about getting that wire up in the air, but I haven't quite gotten there yet. I'm about ready, but we've had some real high winds over the last. I haven't seen fit to try to get something over a tree branch, but I got 20 to 30 mile an hour winds, bro.
Roger. You going to build the antenna yourself, or you going to get one of those My Antenna deals or a G5 RV, or are you just going to do it yourself?
Oh, it's a do-it-yourself. I've got a Unin or balance Unin that's got taps for 4-to-1 and 9-to-1. And from what I'm figuring, with the 9-to-1 Unin on 136-foot wire, I should be good on all the bands except I think 6 and 60. And I've never run 60 in my life, and I'll something else for 60. So.
Yeah, Roger. I get on 60 once in a while. It's hit or miss, but when there's people on there, it can be fun. It's a place to get away from the contesters, QSL.
Well, that's for sure. My favorite band, I think, in recent years has been 17 meters for the same reason, to get away from the contesters. But the POTA people are getting on there big time, and they refuse to admit that's a contest, so they get on there anyway. But it's not too bad. I really like 17. I've met a lot of good people and made some good friends on that band. And that's one of the reasons I'm anxious to get this long wire back up so I can get back on 17 meters. Because right now I'm stuck on 40. I can tune up my dipole to 15, of course, but it doesn't work very well being 6 foot off the ground. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, that's not a contest because they don't say CQ contest. They just say CQ Parks on the air. Just because they collect data and parks number and that's all they want, don't make it a contest. Hi.
Well, yeah, I suppose you're right, and the certificates and point scores and all that don't make it a contest either, Over.
I know, man, they're everywhere, but to each their own, I guess. It's never been my stick, man. I don't think it ever will be, but man, I just wish they weren't. I wish the ARRL wouldn't do a contest on all bands. It seems like every weekend they wipe all the bands out. I don't know why they have to do that, but they don't ask me any questions, QSL.
Yeah, Roger. I get on the Snowbirds net just about every evening. It comes on at 6 p.m. Central, 7 o'clock Eastern, and we're on 40 meters at 7233, and sometimes they'll just flat call off the net because everything's so jammed up with contesters. And I got nothing against contesting. I've participated in field day and a couple of them now and then. But yeah, it's kind of irritating when you want to get on there and talk to your buddies or whatever, and you just can't because of the contest. Over.
Roger. I feel your pain, man. I just got a couple notifications. Oh, I forgot. I am also streaming live on YouTube, and if you want to hear what you sound like, just let me know. I'll tell you how to get there. You got about 5-6 minutes of you if you want to hear what you sound like over the air. If you're not interested in that, that's cool too, my friend. Roger.
Yeah, Roger, I'd be very interested in that, although right now the computer in front of me does not have an audio card, so I can't listen. But when I go back in the house, I'd be real interested to hear. If you can give me a link or address or whatever.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, you can just put my call sign into YouTube, or you can go to my QRZ page and click on the link. It'll take you right there. This video is called Monday Night 40-Meter Cruise with today's date. And it's running now, but you can watch it whenever you want. Even if it's not running, it'll be up there later. And we're only 14 minutes in, and I think you came in around the 5-minute mark. So you've been on there for quite a bit. So you'll find yourself. I don't think I talked to anybody else first. So I cruised around, went down and listened to 7200 for like 30 seconds and left. But anyways, you'll find yourself. And my call sign again: Whiskey Juliet 7 Charlie Alpha Sierra.
Roger, Matt. Well, are you from the Pacific Northwest? Is that where you got the 7? Over.
I am actually. The 7 is part of a vanity call, but I was first licensed in Idaho, so I am from the land. I am from 7 land, so I do hail from the Northwest. QSL.
Okay. Well, I lived up in Washington for a few years back in the 70s. I wasn't a licensed ham at the time. I didn't get a ham license until I had moved to Texas sometime after 1980, and so that's the N5 call, and moved to Louisiana in 89, and of course still have a 5 call. I didn't change my call at that point. Anyway, yeah, I have a little bit of history in 7 land. Over.
All right, we lived up there for let me think, 23 or 4 years. We were up there quite a while, and all the scenery changed. A lot of people moved in, and it kind of became where we just didn't want to live anymore. But someone offered me a ludicrous amount of money for my property in Idaho, so I took it and ran, and ended up in Missouri. That's a real long story short, but you get the gist of it. QSL.
Yeah, Roger, I get the gist of it. I was up there. I lived in Washington from 76 to 1980, and somebody made me a job offer down in Texas at about a 70% pay hike, and so I couldn't turn that down, and the rest is history. And I was in Texas for about 10 years, and then got a job over here in Louisiana, and married a Cajun girl, and the rest is history. Over.
All right. Well, I bet you don't go hungry. I think them Cajun girls feed you some good food. QSL.
Well, I'll tell you what. When I moved over here, that was in '89, and actually long before I met my wife. But I moved over here, and the first year that I lived in Southwest Louisiana, I gained 40 pounds, and I didn't even really know it. It was all above my belt line, so my pant size didn't really change too much. But I went back over to Texas and visited with one of my friends, and he said, "Holy smokes, what happened to you?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, you've gained so much weight." I said, "No, I haven't." He said, "No, I bet you gained 40 pounds since I last saw you." I went home and got on the scale, and he was spot on. I gained 40 pounds, and it took me about another year and a half to lose that 40 pounds back off. Over.
Roger. Well, she just fed you good, man. Nothing wrong with that. So you're still with her, and that's a whole lot of crawdads. I love those little things, though, by the way. QSL?
Well, it wasn't the crawfish that got me. I think it was boudin more than anything else. I started snacking on boudin after work almost every day. Boudin and crackers. And I was single when I moved over here, and so I spent a lot of time playing around on the radio or the computer or whatever, and snacking on boudin and crackers. And it got to me. Yeah, we eat well here. That's for sure, Matt. This is N5 JDB, back to you.
All right, very cool. Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. Hey, anybody else find their way to the wingnut frequency? Just real quick, I don't want to lock it down or anything. Any wingnuts out there yet? I don't know. I think I hear somebody, but I got a lot of static crashes over here. Hard to tell. Well, all right. What was the name down in Louisiana again?
My name's Jim. Juliet India Mike. Back to you.
All right, Jim. Yeah, I thought I heard somebody, but man, it's hard to tell. If there is somebody, I couldn't quite get them. Well, it's getting noisier and noisier as the night goes on here.
Okay, whereabouts did you say was your QTH? You said Missouri. Whereabouts?
I live in a town called Poplar Bluff, so it is in the southeast corner, what they call the Boot Heel, just a little bit above.
Roger. So you're not all that far away. I don't know, as the crew flies, 400 or 500 miles, something like that. Probably not 500, probably 350 to 450, something like that. So, I guess my low angle off of the ham stick is doing the job. Over.
Yes, sir. Well, I know Birmingham's about 350, but that's on the road, so I don't know about how the bird flies, but I guess I could Google Earth it. But it's every bit of that. I'm not real sure what part of Louisiana you're in or anything, but it might be 400.
Yeah, that's probably a pretty good guess. I'm close to Lake Charles. I'm located in Sulphur, Louisiana. QRZ says I'm in Benton. I haven't upgraded that yet, but I'm in Sulphur, which is only about 10 miles west of Lake Charles. Over.
Roger. How's the weather down there? It's been pretty nice up here. A little bit windy, but pretty nice days. It has went out there and cut the grass a couple times. I know that loves to cut the grass, and I love to let her do it. QSL.
Roger. Well, we've had some odd weather here. I don't mean low humidity, but we haven't actually had any rain. But most all of last week, it looked like it was going to rain buckets. I mean, we had black clouds coming over, and it's been windy. Winds anywhere from 15 to 25 or 30 miles an hour. And it just looked like the bottom was going to drop out at any time. But we actually, and even that was just a little shitch of rain. But odd, you look at the weather forecast and they're saying, well, you got a 9% chance of rain today, and you look out and see all these black clouds and high winds, and we kept expecting to get torrential downpour, and it never happened. But today we did have a shower come through. But the wind just kind of played hell with my antennas and stuff, and kept me from getting my long wire up. I need to try to get something over a tree branch over on the other end of the yard. We have a very long yard. I've got room for 130-foot long wire from the shack out to the tree, but I haven't seen fit to try to get anything into that tree for the last week because it's been so windy. And a couple years ago when we first moved here, I was trying to get a weight over a tree for a long wire that I had up then, and the wind caught it. It blew my line and weight and everything over onto the neighbor, and busted the solar panel on the roof on his shack. And I don't want that to happen again. Over.
I hear you. We've had a mess of what. I think today and yesterday is the first nice days we've had, and I've just had other things on the itinerary. So we can't do it on a nice day anyways. You know better than that. All antenna work must be done when it's blazing hot or it's pouring rain and lightning, because that's just the way ham radio works, Roger.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I try not to do the work in that weather, but that sometimes means having a long wait. And down here it does indeed get hot. We'll have temperatures well into the 90s, pushing 100, and that doesn't sound too bad in most places. But when you got 80% humidity, that's pretty intense. Over.
Oh yeah, we got not quite that high, but we got pretty good humidity levels up here, and I gotta rent a lift. I don't climb towers no more, but I gotta pull that 10-foot mast out of the top of my tower. It's bent over. It's got my vertical and a couple hooks for a couple of the balance for my other antenna. So I gotta pull that out and fix it, and then I gotta restring that loop, and then I gotta redo that 15-meter sloper that came down. So plus I'm gonna redo some coax, cut it up, clean it up, wrap a bunch of dirty balance, do a few things and tidy it all up. So I threw it all back up last year. I've been off the air for 3, 4, 5 years, something like that. And I threw it all back up last year, and it's been working fine. I just need to clean it up, you know. I probably got, 100 yards or more of coax wrapped up around the bottom, because I had a 90-foot tower in Idaho, and now I got a 45. So I could probably cut some of the coax out. Don't need it all. I don't have a lot of loss anyways, but no need for all that extra coax. I could use it for something else, Roger.
Roger. Well, like I said, I was kind of blown away when my mast sheared off on my vertical that I had here, and it wasn't real high up in the air. I had my mast was 1.5 inch aluminum rigid conduit, which is pretty stout stuff. I thought it'd be fine for that antenna. I put the AV640 up there, and it did just fine for about a year or so. And then we just, over the last couple of months, we've had a lot of high winds, and I guess they just kept blowing that around enough that it fatigued it, and that conduit actually sheared off. It sheared off right at the coupling that I had, and it wasn't up that high. That mast was about 16 feet. I had a 10-foot joint conduit, and then another 6-foot on top of that, and then the AV640 was on top of that. So that base of that antenna was only about 15, 16 feet off the ground or something. And when it came down, and I went and looked at it and saw that conduit was sheared off, man, it just blew my mind. And we've had high winds, but we hadn't had, tornadoes or anything. But I guess it just fatigued it over several weeks of gusty winds, and it broke off. So if I go back up this one, it'll be a steel mast and not aluminum, over.
Yeah, I'm going to switch mine too. So I'm surprised it held up as well as it did, because the tornado got within a mile of us, and we live in a manufactured home. It's a nice one. It's a big one. It's 2,500 square feet, but the wife thinks we're safer at the neighbors, so fine. Well, I waited till the last second to run, and man, I was running across the yard getting pounded by 90-mile-an-hour winds with rain and hail. I don't recommend it. That wasn't a fun experience, and it didn't get us, but man, that was pretty intense for a minute. So then when I looked back, I had the spotlight out looking at my tower, and it just swaying. And I was like, man, it's going to go down, but it never did. So the thing held up a lot better than I thought, but it is a little bent. In fact, I'm using my 80-meter V as guy wires right now to hold that mast so it can't go any further. And it's 12-gauge solid core wire, so it's pretty strong. It looks kind of funny right now, but hey, man, you got to do what you got to do, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I've tried a lot of different antenna approaches. I've only really had one tower, and that wasn't all that big. I had a 40-foot crank-up tower when I first moved to Louisiana. Back that was early '90s when I got that tower up, and had a little 3-element tri-band beam on there. But since then, we moved out to some acreage up north of town, and I had all the room in the world. I had 10 acres, but I didn't really have a chance to get any real serious towers up or anything. But I did a whole lot of experimenting with wire antennas. I had all kind of wires strung in the trees, and then we in the last 20 years now, I guess, we've had a couple of major hurricanes. Rita knocked down a bunch of my trees in 2005, and then Laura and Delta hit us head on in 2020. Took out some more trees and the vertical that I had over there. And we've since relocated a couple of years ago. We're in town now. And so I don't have all the options of 10 acres of heavily wooded land to string wires up in. So I can't realistically put up a tower here, so I'm just trying to do my best. I like the AV640 antenna. In fact, I've had two of them. I had one out at the other place, and it got destroyed by Hurricane Laura. And then when we moved into town here, and I put up another AV640, and that's the one that got destroyed here a few weeks ago just from the wind. So I'm probably back to long wires and short verticals here at least for the foreseeable future. Over.
Sure. Keep it simple, man. Make it less work. Hey, what was your call one more time? I'm going to actually put it in the logbook here. I forgot to do that. I thought I wrote it down, and now I can't find it. Well, it's probably there. I can't read my scribble. But what was it again, buddy?
Okay, the call is November 5, Juliet Delta Bravo. November 5, Juliet Delta Bravo. Name's Jim, and I'm located in Sulphur, Louisiana. Over.
All right, man. I think we got it here. Let's see what the logbook. Yep. James in Vinton, Louisiana. Close enough?
Yeah, like I said, I haven't gotten that updated yet. Vinton is an older address. I'm now in Sulphur, but it's only, let's see, it's about a 17-mile difference there. Over.
All right, very good. Well, I got you in the logbook. We're all official now, I guess. So, and I'll pull your QRZ page up here on the live stream. So when you go listen to yourself, you'll be like, hey, there's my QRZ page. Gives me something to do. And then real quick, man, have any wingnuts found their way home yet? Just anybody hanging out in the background? Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. Well, not tonight. I don't know if the Wingnuts are a pretty cool group. They usually hang out around here. They got a little Facebook group or something, but just a rag chew crew there, Jim. Roger?
Yeah, Roger. I've heard of the Wingnuts, and I think I might have checked in there a time or two. Like I mentioned, I get on the Snowbird just about every night at 7233. That's at 6 p.m. Central. And that's a real good group. I love those guys. And try to get on there whenever I can. I have operated mobile pretty good bit. Not mobile capable right now on HF, but I would get on to the Snowbird from the car when I was puttering around in the evening. But it's a real good group. If you're so inclined, you might check in there. I think you'd enjoy talking to some of those guys. So back to you, Matt. WJ7TAS from N5JDB.
All right. Yep. I'm reading your biography here fastly. Well, I might check that out. I don't do a lot of nets. The Wingnuts, they're not a net. They're just a rag chew round table. The only time it's kind of a net is when I schedule a live stream, and I'll put it up on NetLogger, and that's fun and chaotic because I think the last time we did it, we had about 55 or so people in there. We had like 40 check-ins on NetLogger alone. It was a big old time, and it wasn't a net. It's just a round table, so it was actually fun and very comical because a lot of double keying going on when no one's in control. Roger?
Okay. Well, is that something scheduled? You get on at 8 o'clock here at 7230, or or is it just more casual or incidental than that?
Oh, it's very casual, very hit and miss. I'm working. I got teenagers at home, and most of the wingnuts are out here during the day. But once in a while, I'll try to schedule one, and I'll put it on their Facebook group, and it usually brings a big turnout. There's people like hearing what they sound like over the air, so I throw it up on YouTube, and they keep trying to put me in control, and I'm not. I'm just sitting there trying to listen. So usually Brock or somebody out there, they'll help me, and they'll pick it up and run with it, because it's hard for me to put everybody's QRZ page up on the screen and log everybody and run that logger and talk all at the same time. I mean, I got the gift for gab, but anyways, very informal, man. We haven't done one in a couple weeks. I'm streaming live to YouTube now, but I didn't schedule it. I just thought I would cruise around 40 meters, and I found you, and that's all I've been doing tonight, QSL.
Yeah, okay, Matt. Well, you are holding a solid, steady 20 over 9 into my handstick down here in southwest Louisiana. So, great signal and great audio as well. I'm probably going to get on into the house. I have a little shack out here. Well, that's a pretty good sized shack, actually. But I think I'm going to get inside and visit with the XYL a little bit, see what she might have cooked something up this evening. Although I don't think so. We snacked a lot earlier, and so I may not get any of that good home cooked Cajun food tonight. But I do get plenty of it. Keeping the weight under control now, but it's hard.
All right. Well, very good, man. Well, thank you for the QSO. The pleasure was all mine. I really appreciate you. Now, like I said, if you get bored and get in there on your phone or whatever, go hear what you sound like, man. You got over 30 minutes of you, so you'll get bored of hearing yourself probably, but you can hear what you sound like over the air. And here towards the end, I got your QRZ page up on the screen, and that's about it, man. I'm going to hang out here for a few minutes and see if any wingnuts show up. If they don't, I might spin around 40, and I love just dropping in on old duffers, because there's always 3 or 4 or 5 of them. They talk to each other every night, and they get pretty excited when someone new shows up. So we might try that approach for a few minutes, and then I'm going to wrap her up for the night. So, Jim, you have a great day. Great evening in Louisiana. Give that XYL a big hug and a kiss for me, and hopefully she's got some snacks for you. N5JDB WJ7CAS.
Okay, Matt. Well, if you're looking at my QRZ page, I don't think I've updated that in 4 or 5 years, maybe. I don't remember the last time the update was, but it does give a little history there. And I was off the air for about 20 years, about from around 2000 until 2020. But that you'll see about that, I think, on the QRZ page. But I probably do need to get in there and update a little bit. But done a lot of fun stuff with ham radio, and look forward to doing a lot more. I retired almost exactly a year ago. I think it was April 12th was my last day of work, and so I thought I'd have a lot more time for ham radio, but I'm trying to do all that stuff that I put off for all those years because I didn't have time to do it, and now I don't have that excuse. So staying real busy here, and I'm getting my shack whipped into shape. Got a real good dedicated space here, and trying to get everything set up for long term, hopefully long term. So I'll need to get on there and update that QRZ page. But anyway, sure been a pleasure to meet you, Matt. I'm glad I ran into you here, and I'll listen for you again. If you're inclined to get down on this frequency around this time of day, I'll definitely be listening around after they close out the Snowbirds, and I would invite you to join us on the Snowbirds there at 7233 any old time. That's a great bunch of guys. So let me let me say 7-3, and great to meet you, Matt, and hopefully we'll catch you again real soon. WJ7CAS, this is N5JDB, and I'll be clear on your phone.
All right, Jim. God bless you, brother. Good to talk to you, man. And sometimes I'm around. Usually I'm working. My Kenworth is in the shop today. I'm probably not going to head out till Wednesday. I might be here tomorrow night. Who knows? The teenagers and XYL. I don't know where I'm going half the time, but like I said, there's usually someone in here during the day, once in a while in the evening, but if I can remember 7233, I'll check out that net. I don't usually do nets, but you never know. You might hear me check in down there. All right, Jim, take care, buddy. N5JDB, your friend in Southeast Missouri, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, 7-3, bud.
7-3, Matt.
Hey, any wingnuts find their way home yet? This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra, just hanging out on the wingnut frequency. I think it's too late for them old wingnuts, man. They can't stay up this late or something.
Hey,
Oh.
W9LTF. I'm one of them old guys. Pekin, Illinois. Name's Don.
Bro, I'd rattle one of you up one way or another. I think I've talked to you before, but hey, you sound good down here in Southeast Missouri. Name's Matt. Mike Alpha Tango Tango. Call sign Whiskey Juliet 7. Charlie Alpha Sierra. Top of the evening to you, bud.
Hey, top of the evening to you, too. I don't remember. And, you know, I got my ticket in 52, I guess. And I had to keep base logs and do CWNet. I don't keep a log anymore. I don't have a pencil to even write down your call. And my memory is gone. But anyway, again, my name's Don. I'm 93 years old. So, and the rig's 7,300. What I got now. That's all I'll ever have now. And the antenna's just a in-fed dipole, 10, 15, 20, and 40. So, back to you. And we'll make it short. But anyway, just wanted to say hi. W9LTF.
All right, man. Well, I'm sure glad you did. Yeah, right, young man. Yeah, you got your ticket 20 years before I was hatched. So 20 years. I'm barely old enough to be in ham radio, but hey, I'm glad to talk to you tonight. You sound good. I got the same radio, an ICOM 7300. We got a little bit of audio processing goodies to make me sound better than I really do. And what are we running here? Oh, inverted V at about 45 feet. And we're cruising about 800-900 watts out of a AL80B amplifier, QSL.
Oh, yeah, QSL. Yeah, I used to have a 40-foot hauler, and I made some cubicle quads for 10. And boy, did those ever work out great. I used Franklin fishing poles for spreaders, and had a, let's see, what I don't know what I had then. But anyway, and those quads were wonderful for DX. And I worked a lot of DX. And now I'm lucky to get outside the backyard. But your rig sounds beautiful. Just great. I hope mine sounds as good. But I'm barefoot. And anyway, I couldn't keep up with the maintenance on those quads. So I put up the Pushcraft R7 vertical. It was all band. Yeah, 10 watt band. And then, after about 30 years, it comes tumbling down. I don't have it anymore. Anyway, what's the name now?
My name is Matt, Mike Alpha Tango Tango, and your radio sounds great, man. You got the audio set up just about right. I like it a lot. I don't know if it's a stock can mic. It actually sounds better than the stock mic. So whatever you're doing, don't change nothing, QSL.
Okay. Yeah, no, I just got the hand mic. You know, I had a lot of rigs, and I was trying to think of that as I heard you talking to the other gentleman, and I really can't. I can't remember the names. I had a TR4, a TR4, and TR3. That was independent power supply. And I just don't remember. I don't remember what I had for breakfast. Okay, Matt, I'll let you go. But you sound great, and thank you for the nice signal report, or audio report. And I just thought I'd drop in and say howdy. So, you were talking about the old-timers, and so I thought, well, maybe I'll fit the bill. Catch you later, Matt. 73, W9LTS.
All right, friend. Thank you for jumping in there, man. I just giving funny, man. Some of those old buggers down on 80 will stay up till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I can't even stay up that late. And hey, man, your rig sounds good. And besides, that stock mic has a Heil element in it, so they did a good job when they put these radios together. A guy can grab one of these and right out of the box sound pretty doggone good, man. You don't really need to do anything else to it unless you're weird like me. So, okay, young man. Good to talk to you, and hopefully I'll find you out here again. 7-3 from Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra.
Okay, Matt. Let's do it. 7. Something. Catch you later, Matt. Thanks for coming back to me. You have a great evening. You and yours. W9LTF Big Whip.
All right, buddy. Take care. And you can call me whatever call sign you want, man. I'm married. I've been called everything under the sun, so take care. Any other wingnuts hanging out there this evening by chance? This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra listening. Or anybody else. You don't have to be a wingnut. If there's anybody out there listening, just say hello.
Whiskey Delta 5, Bravo, Papa Charlie.
Well, good evening, Papa Charlie. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well, Matt. The name is Freddie. I'm over here in League City, Texas. That's about 30 miles north of the Gulf of America, okay?
All right, man. You got a big signal into southeast Missouri tonight. You sound top shelf, my friend.
Thank you very much. Running a DX10 over here. I heard you were running one of those ICOM radios, but I'm one of the black sheep. I run the Yaesu FT DX10 into a Mercury 3 amplifier out into 130 feet of wire, about 20 feet off the ground. Go ahead.
Oh, it's doing a good job. Most of my friends are Yaesu fanboys, so I never hear the end of it. They tell me I have an I can only monitor radio, so I've heard it all, brother.
Oh, yeah. I belong to a group over here in the Houston area. We call ourselves the 5-2 crew, and about 90% of the guys are all ICOM guys, and so, you know, we have our little sparring contest, you know. But, the one that got them the best one day, I told them they were complaining about the menus, and I said, Yaesus are for smart people.
There you go. Well, this ICOM, you don't have to be smart, so it's perfect for me, man. It's like like an iPhone. Just touch the screen, you'll figure it out, man. I've never pulled the manual out on this thing, not once. So I have gone to YouTube a couple times, but man, that was when I got it originally, and I've had this thing almost since they came out. I think I got it about, maybe a year after they came out, and I don't know. It's kind of a set it and forget it. I don't change much anymore, QSL.
Right on there. This one's the same way. There's a guy. His call is N4H&H, and he's done a lot of YouTube videos. And man, I was watching every video he had there when I first got this thing because there were so many different settings on it. But I'm like you. I got it all set, and I don't change anything now.
Yeah, when I first got it, I wanted to get the waterfall, the color I wanted, and set the band edges, and do this and do that and do this. And man, I probably ain't changed nothing in 2 or 3 years, so I better not get in there. I might mess something up, QSL.
Yeah, Roger on that. I got a real good friend that lives in Missouri, Mexico, Missouri. How far is that from you?
I don't think it's that far. I'm an Idaho transplant, but I'm in the southeast corner, and I think I have seen that around here. I'd have to pull my phone out and Google it, but I don't think it's that far, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's probably just north of you. He's kind of in the eastern central area, I think. So, but yeah, he's a good guy, and we've got to know him real well. One of my friends on this 5-2 group has a node that he's got set up, and so this guy Rick, he comes in on the node. He's got it set up in his truck, and so he talks to us on 5-2 simplex through the node. And then whenever we're on HF doing POTA hunting, doing POTA activations, then he normally comes on and tries to make contact with us that way also.
Well, that's pretty cool, man. Where there's a will, there's a way. I almost forgot. I am streaming live on YouTube. If you want to hear what you sound like, let me know. I'll tell you how to do it and give you a timestamp. If not, that's cool too. I almost forgot about that, except I keep getting notifications from people making comments. So this video is just Monday night 40-meter cruise, just cruising around the band. QSL?
Roger on that. Yep, I was just doing the same. Kind of cruising around, did a little bit of 10-meter DX earlier. Got over on 20. It was pretty crowded. We've had some pretty good weather coming through the Houston area, so had a lot of lightning crashes, and it just kind of started clearing up here a little bit ago. So I think it's moving far enough west that is allowing me to, kind of get a little bit of activity going. But well, look, Matt, I won't keep it. I just wanted to jump in. I did hear you calling for some wing nuts, and I think I probably fall into that category. Okay.
Oh yeah, well, it's just a group of dudes that hang out here, and nothing real official. They got a Facebook group and stuff. It's just a bunch of guys that sit around and rag chew, and they call themselves the 7230 Wing Nuts. And like I said, they got a Facebook group, and I think sometime years ago, someone sent me a paper. You email somebody, I don't know, man, but yeah, it's just a good group of guys that usually hang out here. Roger?
Yeah, Roger on that. Well, I like that. I like to have a little QSO every now and then, and just kind of unwind, and that's really what ham radio is really all about. So, yeah, we get out and do some POTA activations, and even myself, I kind of take the POTA thing kind of on a slower pace than most of these guys. So I'll make maybe 4 or 5 contacts in a row, and then I'll slow down, and then I'll just talk to a guy for a little bit. So I kind of change up the pace sometimes. But anyway, I hope you've had some okay weather over your way. Like I said, we had some pretty good weather come through the Houston area all day today, and north of us got hundreds and hundreds of lightning strikes, and I was disconnected here for about 4 hours. But other than that, we've been okay.
Yeah, I think we're in the clear now, man. We've been having our hands full with weather. In fact, we took a tornado about 3 weeks ago, maybe 4. So our town got ripped up pretty good. I didn't get hit out here. I got within a mile. I took 100-mile-an-hour winds or so. Messed up a little bit, knocked some trees over, messed up some of my antennas, but we're all good. I only got 15 inches of rain in 3 days, and that's more rain in 3 days than you really want, so we had a bunch of flooding. But I think we've turned the corner for the minute, man. It's been a pretty nice week this last week. QSL?
QSL on that. My oldest daughter moved from Austin to Bentonville, Arkansas, and she kind of went through her first winter over there. But yeah, they've had a lot of bad weather over that way too.
Yeah, it's been a pretty active spring, man. We've had the tornado chasers cruise through our town 2 or 3 times. That's a little bit unnerving, you know. You see those guys like that Reed Timmer guy parked on the overpass right by my house. I'm like, get out of here, QSL.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, they may be the tornado chasers, but they're also the tornado followers of them, huh? So normally where they are, the tornadoes are coming. So yeah, I'm like you. Hey, get the heck out of here. We don't need you here. So I would say the same thing. All right, man, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to maybe go QRT here myself and maybe go watch a little TV before it comes time to go get under the covers. So, hey, you have a great night and good talking to you, and I will maybe tune back in here and catch up with you again another time, okay?
All right, friend. Thank you, man. God bless you. Have a good one down there. And I'm going to do about the same thing. I'm going to hang out here for a minute, see if any wingnuts show up, and I might wrap this deal up and go pester that XYL and my 2 teenagers before they go to bed, especially that daughter of mine. We're in that stage as soon as I open the door, she screams, "Get out." So I start singing to her that Krill song, "Hello, darkness, my old friend." She loves it. Anyways, I'll probably do something like that. Hey, have a good one, my friend. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Okay, I'll take the blessing, and God bless you also. And take care. And yeah, I've all mine are grown now, and I got 2 granddaughters, and one of them's 12. So I just can't wait till that time with her. So hey, y'all take care, and I'll catch you next time. WD5 BPC and Leak City, Texas. I'm clear.
All right, 7-3, friend. Anybody else hanging out?
KC2QFL.
Well, good evening, young man. How are you? Well, I had someone for a second, then you got a storm crash. Anybody? Who was out there? Anybody?
Yeah, that's Kilo Charlie 2, Quebec Foxtrot Lima. Tim here. I'm from Cumberland County, Kentucky. Right now, you're doing 20 over.
20 over. That should be against the law. That's 20 over way too much of me, man. Well, what's going on in Kentucky this evening, friend?
Not a whole lot. A little light rain, sitting at around 70 degrees. And I'm just hanging out, listening to the rag crew. And Wingnut sounded like I might fit in.
Yeah, there's not too many of them out here tonight, but write this frequency down and come in during the day. You'll find a lot of them during the day, but yeah, it's just a group of dudes that sit around and rag chew. They got a little Facebook group, nothing super official, but pretty good group of old boys, Roger.
Roger that. What's your location?
I am located in the southeast corner of Missouri, what they call the Boot Hill, just above Arkansas in a town called Poplar Bluff. QSL?
Roger that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm located in Cumberland County, right outside of a little town called Salina, Tennessee. I'm about 20 minutes outside of that. So I'm right on the border there.
Okay, is that Western Kentucky? Oh, are you in, I'd have to Google it. Is that Western Kentucky?
Nah, more or less the middle. Yeah, it would be considered Western because we're up against Tennessee there.
Oh, okay, because I'm pretty close to Tennessee, Memphis, Dyersburg, Tennessee, Western Tennessee, so I'm about 80, 90 miles from Dyersburg. That's about the first town in Tennessee I can hit. So, we may not be that far, but, hey, you got a good signal coming in here tonight. I haven't really been looking, but I'd say you're peaking at least S9, maybe 10 over, QSL.
Roger that. Yeah, I'm running bare bones here out of the Icon 7300, and I just got a 1080 end fed on here, stuffed up in a tree, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah, it's doing a fine job. I'm running a 7300 myself. We're running about 900, well, maybe a kilowatt there. I could probably turn that down a little bit. Let me knock that down a little. Now we're down about 800 watts. That ought to be enough. And we're running out of an inverted V at about 45 feet. QSL?
Roger that. I think the end of this goes from the shed, I'm about 10 foot up, and the end of it up in the tree. I got a big old, not a pine tree, it's a big old nut tree. It's a walnut tree. There we go. Big old walnut, black walnut tree. And so it's about 60 feet up, I guess. So I'm going from 10 foot up to about 60 feet on the end.
Well, it's doing a great job, man. And if you want to hear what it sounds like for yourself, you can go to my YouTube channel later when we're done. Where are we at here? We're at 1 hour even, so that'll be easy to find. The video is called Monday Night 40-Meter Cruise with Today's Date, and just put my call sign in YouTube or click the link on my QRZ page, and you can hear exactly what you sound like in my receive in Missouri if you're interested. Roger, Roger?
Roger. That would sound neat. I'd like that. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate the contact. I'm going to have to go down and feed the dog, actually. The wife isn't feeling well, so I'm going to have to run down there, feed the dog, take him for his last run of the evening. That's all. I'll say 7-3 to you, and I'm really glad to contact you. And I'll put you in the log here on my scratch pad, which is pretty much all I've done so far. I got to get organized with writing things down. I'm getting better, though. Getting better.
It's baby steps. All right, friend. Well, have a great evening, man. God bless you and yours over there in Kentucky. And I'm about to wrap it up myself. I'll stick around for a minute in case anybody else has been hanging out. But I'm going to probably go bug them teenagers. So I didn't even write your call sign down. That's how unorganized I am today. So, hey, over there in Kentucky, have a great evening from your friend, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra.
Roger that. 7-3, see ya.
7-3, buddy. Anybody else hanging out before I roll out of here? This is Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra.
Whiskey Bravo 4,
Yeah, I hear a few of you down there. Kind of rough, a little bit under the noise. Whiskey Bravo 4, maybe. Good evening, sir.
Whiskey Bravo 4.
I can't quite pull you out, man. Kind of loud on my end. Let me look here.
My signal down here.
Yeah, I got about 8 S units of noise. You're a little bit under that. You peaked up here and there, but it's a little rough out here. I think them storms are too close to me, man. But thank you for the 10 over S9, wherever you said, and I hope you're having a great evening, man. God bless you, friend.
All right, well, pushing it through that mountain walk. Have a good evening, and we'll catch you another evening. Remember, 7B4, H5B.
All right, buddy, 7-3. Anybody else? I think I'm going to get out of here, but was there anybody else hanging out? Yeah, I hear a Kilo Bravo 9 something Delta Kilo. Can't quite get you either, man. All right, sorry about that. Just noisy out here, guys. I think I'm going to get out of here. I got to go and bug that XYL and the teenagers and all that stuff. So, hey, everybody have a great evening. And there's a group called the Wingnuts that hang out here. So write this down, 7.230. A good group of guys if you like rag chewing. Most of them are out here during the day, but once in a while you'll find some like myself here in the evening. And nothing real official other than they got a Facebook group if you're interested. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great evening. And 7-3 from Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra in Southeast Missouri, QRT.
Whiskey 8, Delta X-ray radio, mobile.
Oh, man, I was about to pull the headset off, but I got you in the mobile. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I thought I'd give it a try there before you said you were jumping out there. I was listening for a little while there, and I'm in Toledo, Ohio there.
Well, you got a good signal, man. 10 over S9 down here in Missouri, and I didn't stop the YouTube feed yet. So if you want to hear what you sound like, you can do it. So what are you doing mobiling around, man? Did the XYL send you out with a list?
No, I have to pick up my daughter. She's just getting in the car right now.
All right. Well, good evening, daughter. Well, that's cool, man. That's it, huh? Picking up the daughter sounds good to me. Well, drive careful out there, buddy.
Okay. I appreciate coming back to me in 73s. And yeah, the name here is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo. And you have a good night there. W8DXR.
All right, Steve. Well, take care, man. And you're going to finish this up at 1 hour and 5 minutes. If you want to listen to yourself when you get home, go to my YouTube channel. It's Monday Night 40-Meter Cruise with today's date, and you're going to wrap it up, friend. Drive careful. Have a great evening with your daughter. All right, Whiskey Juliet 7, Charlie Alpha Sierra. 7-3, guys.
7-3.